One of the low-key most impressive and accurately depicted things in Andor is how it treats fascism. What I mean by that is there are characters in Andor who are loyal to the Empire, to various different levels of authority, and the show shows how each one of those characters is just basically chewed up and spit out, regardless of how much dedication or of their lives they put forth to try and forward the cause of the Empire. It doesn't matter if you helped build a planet-sized death space station. It doesn't matter if you dedicated years of your life to search and hunt down some secret leader of a rebellion and helped capture him. It doesn't matter if you led an entire intelligence agency to various degrees of success. The moment that you are not useful to that empire, you are tossed out. And that's actually how it works in real life, too. Now, I'm not going to call it specific names, but anybody who's been paying attention to the news over the past few years will know what I'm talking about. When it comes to fascists, it doesn't matter how loyal you are. There was a guy who had a pillow company who was very loyal to a certain individual in power, and once they became useless, they lost their business and everything and have nothing to show for it. The first senator to endorse a certain person who was made then to be the attorney general was tossed aside when they were no longer meeting the arbitrary standard of loyalty that had been demanded of them. Press secretaries who gave up their lucrative businesses or careers only to be tossed out after a couple of weeks in their position. Every single person who offers up their loyalty to some sort of fascist or a fascist cause eventually is no longer within the circle of loyalty that the fascists always demand people fit within. Because it turns out the goalposts on that circle are always shrinking. And it doesn't matter what rung you are on that ring, it will get smaller and you will not be included. Because every fascist empire demands loyalty that's increasing and ultimately only serves one person at the center of that circle. Whether it's the mustache man or a guy who shoots lightning out of his fingers, if you're on this side, eventually fascism will chew you up and spit you out. And that's one of those things that Andor just does so beautifully. Anyway, if you haven't checked it out, watch the show. Season 1's incredible. I like Season 2 also. I think it's not quite as great as Season 1, but it is worth a watch. And probably, it sounds hyperbolic to say this to anyone who has not seen it, but it is probably the single best piece of Star Wars anything, media-wise, since The Empire Strikes Back. Watch it. If you haven't, what are you doing? Check it out.